What's up? What's going on, people? I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good myself. I wanted to talk about social engineering. A lot of people hear this all the time, but they really quite don't understand what social engineering really is. So, in this video, I will attempt to try to break it down to you. What I think, Kurt the Jerk version of what I think the social engineering is. For one thing, is the what you see. What you see is very important because what you see, it's like your brain have these your eyes, your retina to put out the information, but it's only can process what it think is seeing in front of it. Not even the colors that we actually look at things are the real colors they really are. Like red, blue, purple, pink, orange, and all those colors are not really the colors we really see. It's just that is what our brain can process. So it's very important to think about it in that manner. You ever hear the term what you put into the universe, right? I said something about it before, but a lot of people really don't understand. It's not so much what you put into the universe, it's more like what you program into your subconscious. Because the choice of words you use can be and will at some point be programmed into your subconscious. So I don't necessarily, like, for example, if somebody want to tell a lie, they just got to tell it over and over and over and over and over again. And whether you agree with it or not, you just have to hear it over and over and over again. And eventually, their brain can't help but to be open to the idea that that lie is a truth because it's been repetitiously told to it over and over and over. Remember, as people, as human race, we are a creature of habit. So we do something over and over. Like, even if you tell a lie over and over and over and over, not only that you might be able to convince somebody else to believe it, but you'll believe your own lie. It'll be embedded as facts in your brain. So in those cases, you just got to be very careful. Now, the reason why I said social engineering is very important because a lot of people is under the assumption that your truth is, what the things that you're seeing and doing and the decisions that you're making is accurate as far as what you feel you should do, but you're only being steered into the direction that whoever's controlling this situation is steering you into. Your life is really multiple choice. We really don't make much of the decisions that we think we do. It's quite unfortunate because a lot of people don't realize. When you hear this before, oh, I'm in the matrix, we're in the matrix. No, we're really in the matrix. Where that a lot of decisions we make is only according to the environment. What we see, what we experience. And what we see is not always what we really see, but it's unfortunate that we're in a matrix. And what you feel, what you touch can determine a lot of things, but unfortunately, it's only what the brain can process. There's structures all around you that's literally in your view, in your scope of view, but because your eyes can't process what it's seeing, it doesn't even show it. Remember, these eyes see more than what's being processed in your brain. So that's why in some moments, when you do a recall, you be like, yeah, that was over there, this was over here. I wonder how I understand that. It's because now it took time and your brain eventually processed everything it saw. So understand that social engineering is very creative. Like, for example, certain colors trigger certain emotions, such as when you go to McDonald's, we could look at the colors of McDonald's. McDonald's don't have the color of red and yellow by mistake. It's all about social engineering. They have those colors because the colors are supposed to trigger something in your body to want to eat. The shape of it, the arch, that all plays a role into making you hungry. It's very important for you to understand that. So it's like you drive by McDonald's, and they also play on. Here's the thing: they play on your senses, as far as what you see and what you can smell. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. When you drive by a McDonald's or a Burger King, you can smell that flaming grill smell to get you aroused to the idea of getting something to eat. Even if you're not hungry, or let's say if you left your house, you already ate, or because you driving by it, you smell it. Oh, it smells pretty good. Maybe I can stop by and get a little burger or something. But well, all actuality, you're already full, but because you're being engineered, you're gonna go and buy that burger. And that's why I said it's all about marketing. And marketing has to do everything with playing with your senses. And I didn't realize that until I took business marketing in college. And I realized that I'm like, wait a second here. Is this business marketing or this is psychology? Because I felt like I was in a psychology class. But as time go on and as I took more courses in it, I realized that marketing has to do with the psychology because it's how they can get the customers. Basically, you're learning business marketing, so psychology is the biggest part and a part of it because you're trying to sell a product or whatever the case is. So think about, I remember this one company called, I'm not gonna say their name I don't want to get sued, but I remember we used to sell cologne. And one of the most important things they want us to do is when we showing customers cologne, we have to put one of it in our hand, put one of the colognes in their hand while they smelling another cologne. And the reason for that, because at first I'm like, why we gotta make them put it in their hand? Once a person got something in their hand, whether they purchase or not, they have a sense of entitlement to it. They feel like they own it already. So that's already, you're halfway in selling something without even selling it, because they got it in their hand. Now you let them smell another one. So now the beauty of it is that if you can't get them to buy both of the products, they at least buy one, because at least one of them, they already feel a sense of entitlement to it, meaning that they have to have it because they have it in their possession for that brief moment. That's how you play on the senses. And that's why you always got to get the customer to hold the product. It's very important. That's why when you go to a dealership, they're quick to let you test drive a car. It's because they test drive it. Once you're driving it and you get the feel of it and you like it, you automatically have a sense of entitlement, like, this is mine. So that's what social engineering is pretty much. That's how they're able to sell things. Like, even when you go to like a supermarket, and this is crazy, you go to a supermarket, you wonder why when you check out, you got gum, you got candy, you got like cigarette lighters, chargers, random stuff, magazines, because they know on your way checking out, you might be hungry because you just went food shopping, but you can't eat obviously at this moment, but you could probably have a candy bar or maybe some chips or maybe a soda out the machine. And then when you get home, you'll eat, you'll cook and eat and do what you got to do. But in that brief moment, they playing with your senses. They getting you to buy something that you wasn't intended to buy, but because it's right in front of your face, like, well, if I don't want the gum, if I don't want the chocolate, I can get the soda, or maybe I need a charger. Chosky stuff. So that's what they do. They put that in front. That's what social engineering is about. It's about programming. It's about playing with the senses of the people so you can be able to manipulate them to buy stuff that they wasn't even intended to buy. Like, for example, people say, oh, it was on sale, so I had to get it. But the question is, did you need it? No, you didn't really need it, but because it was on sale, you went and bought it. That's what social engineering is all about. And I'm gonna have more videos about this. I might even have a trained professional that go into this matter more deeper in the future. So stay tuned to Kurt the Jerk podcast, where we talk about any and everything as we see fit. If you look at my videos, you'll see that I'm a computer engineer. I talk about computers. I'm a multi-talented person. I'm a master of some of them and I'm a jack of some of them. So I guess you'll see if you just look at some of these videos. Peace! I'm out of here, baby.